The second of the Saturday wildcard games features the 10-6 Baltimore Ravens traveling into Pittsburgh to take on the 11-5 AFC North champion Pittsburgh Steelers. An AFC North battle. This type of physical rivalry. This game, I could almost assure you, will feel like a playoff game, more perhaps than any playoff game in the wild card round. This will feel in some ways like the most playoff-like atmosphere of the four games. The ironic thing is that when you look at this, you talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and for years we've always talked about the Steelers and their defense, going back to the Steel Curtain days, and even the days under Cowher, and even under Mike Tomlin currently. And you've always thought of them as a defense-first organization. Well, that's clearly not the case in 2014. They have an elite offense behind future Hall of Fame quarterback Big Ben Roethlisberger, perhaps the best wide receiver in the National Football League in Antonio Brown. This is a Steelers offense that can put up points, a lot of points, in a hurry when needed. The identity of this organization has changed dramatically over the past couple of years, in particular in 2014, where the Ravens are kind of one of those teams. They do a few things well, but I don't know if they're great at any one thing. Their defense is good, but I personally don't think they're special. Their offense at times can be good and other times can be non-existent. I look at this game and I see the loss of Le'Veon Bell being a tremendous blow to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That alone should not disqualify the Steelers from winning this game. But that is a tremendous blow. You're talking about one of the most productive all-purpose backs in the NFL in 2014, a guy that so much of your offense is based around, both on the ground and actually through the air as well. And now you don't have him, and there's not really a established quality backup behind him. And you never know, sometimes these are the situations where those unheralded players come in and step up in big-time spots. But that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, asking them to come in against this Ravens defense and be able to do some of the things that Le'Veon Bell could do. It's a very, very tall order indeed. When I look at this game, familiarity is there, obviously, on both sides of the ball. I would be surprised if this wasn't a very close game. And with the familiarity, it becomes really hard to predict because you could almost make as many arguments for the Ravens winning this game even on the road as you could with the Steelers. Even though the Steelers have the better quarterback, who's had some playoff success in the past, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I think the loss of Le'Veon Bell is going to hurt the Steelers dramatically and almost make them a one-dimensional offense, which anytime you're able to make an offense one-dimensional, you are that much closer to success. You also look at the Baltimore Ravens, and every year that Joe Flacco has made the playoffs as a starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens since his rookie year of 2008, the Ravens have won at least one playoff game. Just think about that for a second. This is a team, a veteran team with a lot of playoff experience that has the mettle, that has the chutzpah to be able to go on the road and beat a quality team like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers fans, you should be happy. Typically, when I pick against your team, that means the Steelers are going to win. So don't bitch at me. If anything, you should be praising me and thanking me because I'm keeping it up for you, if you know what I mean. But I look at this game, and I think the Ravens will just have a little bit too much. I think Flacco will make just enough big plays, and he won't do too much to really screw the pooch. And I think the loss of Le'Veon Bell over the course of the entire game will be felt by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and will force Big Ben to have to get too much of the burden on his shoulders. And with that Ravens pass rush from Suggs and Dumervil, he's going to potentially be in for a long day. I'd expect the differential to be in this game somewhere between 3 to 5 points. I really don't think it'll be a blowout one way or another, I don't believe. But I am going to pick the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. There you go.